Hey guys, there's just a little bit of ice left in here that you can see. I wanted to share one of the unexpected things. When I bought the precision cooker, I didn't realize I would be able to use this before this, but very quickly began using it to quick chill foods and thaw foods. So it's highly recommended to, if you need to thaw food quickly, that you put it under cold running water, but you waste so much water by the time that thing has defrosted because it's going to run for 20 to 30 minutes to defrost just something of average, an average size bag of frozen food. And I used to use that occasionally. I always kicked myself for forgetting to pull and thaw those items. And then we had the precision cooker, and I realized I could put cold tap water in, set the precision cooker to 32 degrees, and drop the frozen item in, and it's warmed up to cooking temp. Sorry, it's thawed in less than 20 minutes usually. Sometimes 10. It depends on the size of the object that whatever it is that I'm thawing, but anywhere from 10 max to a half hour, it's thawed. So it has the advantages of thawing it under running water without wasting, who knows how much water it is that goes into just thawing a single item. In addition to that, when I cook something, I hate leaving it on the counter to let it chill, even if I know stirring will help cool it down more quickly. I know pouring it into something, that's really flat, so pouring it into, say, like a jelly roll pan, it'll cool super fast, but those incorporate additional dishes, additional time, and I have to stand there and babysit the item, or the option of putting it into a shallow container with a lid and walking away. I have a tendency to then get involved in some other chore, and I may not be back as soon as it's chilled. So I don't like that at all. And it's still 70 something degrees added to my refrigerator. I don't like that either. As soon as I had a precision cooker, I realized, again, cold tap water, drop the item in, turn it down to 32, hit play. It'll tell you the temperature, usually when it comes back up to like the 70s. So it'll initially drop. Your tap water is more than likely in the 60s, although that'll vary a little bit. But when it's climbed by about 10 degrees, I dump it and refill, and this time I add ice. It'll drop to around 34 degrees. So I put the ice in. Once it's filled over the food, then I add the water. It'll make it to 34 degrees in less than 5 minutes. But it'll hold that 34 degrees for at least an hour, because I often let the stuff chill there while I go take care of something else, whether that's folding a load of laundry or, washing up the dishes involved in cooking that item. Whatever I'm doing, it gives me the same freedom in chilling and thawing as it gives me in cooking. So it's another thing that we really enjoy about this. These are now, if you find them on sale, you'll find them around $100, $200 max. We use it all the time. This thing almost never stops running, honestly. We make our own yogurts, which are substantially cheaper, even if you're buying store-bought milk. Whey I find it super tasty with about 1 part whey to 1 part lemon juice. So usually an ounce of each into a glass of water. You can tweak that however you like. It tastes awesome. It's like an unsweetened lemonade. But whey has all kinds of its own uses and benefits, including lacto-fermenting vegetables and you name it. There's all kinds of things you can do with whey. So we've made our own yogurt even before we owned our own dairy goats for a long time. So between yogurt making, kefir making, I do sourdough starter. When I get it started, I find the precision cooker extremely helpful for the first 5 days or so until it's active, at which point I convert it gradually to room temperature. At any rate, we have found that there are just so many uses for it that we didn't even realize we'd be able to get out of it when we first got it. I thought I would just share, especially the chilling and the thawing, because they help substantially with food safety.